Welcome to the Rugby Obsession Deep Dive. Really excited to get into things today. And right off the bat, make sure to subscribe to the Rugby Obsession YouTube channel and newsletter from the link in description.
Yeah, definitely do that. We got a lot of great stuff coming up.
We really do. And today we are getting straight into the tactical espionage of modern international rugby because this Saturday, August 22, 2026, at the iconic Ellis Park Stadium.
It's a great venue.
Oh, the best. It's the very first of 4 tests in the inaugural Rugby's greatest rivalry tour, the RGR tour, South Africa versus New Zealand. But the biggest story right now isn't actually who is stepping onto the pitch.
Right. It's the waiting.
Exactly. Springboks head coach Rassie Erasmus is orchestrating this deafening silence, making everyone wait to find out his lineup. You know that feeling when you send an important text and you just see those 3 typing dots?
Oh, yeah. The anxiety of waiting for a reply.
Right. And then the dots disappear. Well, imagine weaponizing that feeling on a global stage. Okay, let's unpack this shift in behavior. It's like a chess grandmaster who usually plays fast, suddenly, taking the maximum allotted time for his opening move.
It really is. And what's fascinating here is why this matters so much for the RGR tour. A 4-test series against the All Blacks is just an attritional nightmare. Erasmus usually lays his cards on the table early, right? Like Mondays or Tuesdays.
Yeah, he's usually super transparent.
Exactly. But for this Ellis Park showdown, he's totally deviated from his own baseline. He's withholding the names until Thursday. And that completely disrupts the opponent's preparation.
I mean, is this genuine internal uncertainty, maybe waiting on medical clearances? Or is it a highly calculated psychological weapon aimed at the New Zealand camp?
Well, it's probably a bit of both, but the offensive disruption is the real key. The All Blacks are coming off a win against the Bulls, but they have their own reshuffles happening. By holding back the team sheet, Rassie forces them to prepare for multiple different Springbok attacking shapes all at once.
Wait, because you can't just train for South Africa as a concept, right?
No, not at all. You have to train for the specific personnel. If New Zealand doesn't know who's playing fly half, they have to spend precious training minutes preparing for scenarios that might not even happen. It saps their energy before they even reach the altitude of Johannesburg.
Wow. So you're essentially draining their battery all week.
Yeah, pretty much.
But we also have to talk about internal necessity because the source article points out a massive issue with the foundation of the squad. Double Rugby World Cup winning captain Siya Kolisi is in serious doubt due to fitness.
Yeah, that's a huge potential loss.
Right. I mean, losing Kolisi days before a massive series opener against your biggest rival, that has to shake the foundation, doesn't it? If he's out, Pieter-Steph du Toit likely captains, joined by Paul de Villiers and Jasper Wise.
It does shake things up, sure. Yeah. But the Springbok system relies heavily on the collective dominance of the pack. They distribute that leadership burden right into the engine room.
But let me push back on that a bit. You've got Eben Etzebeth, who's fit and played a full 80 against Argentina, likely at number 4, maybe with Lou de Jager or Ruan Nortje. And Ox Nensch is back at loosehead, probably packing down with Malcolm Marx and Thomas du Toit.
A very heavy type 5.
Exactly. But against New Zealand, does raw heavyweight endurance actually solve the problem of a leadership vacuum?
Well, it's about dictating the terms. See, South Africa uses their tight 5 to ensure New Zealand's high-tempo side-to-side game never even starts.
Oh, I see. They suffocate the supply line.
Precisely. If Ox and Marx are dismantling the All Blacks at the scrum, the tempo slows down entirely. This is why Etzebeth's endurance is so vital. When the pack is marching the opposition backward, you don't really need intricate on-field tactical adjustments. The momentum fills the leadership vacuum.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Hey, real quick, before we move to the backline, I just want to remind everyone listening to please subscribe to the Rugby Obsession YouTube channel and newsletter from the link in description. And leave a comment below. We want to hear your thoughts on this series so far.
Yeah, we'd love reading those. Please jump in the comments.
Definitely. Okay, so the forwards dictate the terms. But here's where it gets really interesting. Once they secure that platform, the backline has to exploit it. And we have some monumental milestones happening.
Oh, absolutely.
Damian de Allende is set to earn his 100th cap, becoming only the 10th Springbok to do so. And he'll likely pair with Jesse Kriel for their 45th start together. That's just wild.
It's an astonishing number in modern rugby.
It's like a long-standing marriage at this point. They must communicate on the field without even speaking.
Yeah, it's telepathic. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, you contrast that immense stability in the centers with the utter unpredictability at fly half.
Right, because Sacha Feinberg-Mngomezulu is fit again.
Exactly. So you have a three-way battle at 10 with him, Manny Libbuck, and Handré Pollard, plus Cobus Reinach and Grant Williams at scrum half.
And picking Feinberg-Mngomezulu over veterans like Pollard or Libbuck entirely changes the attacking ship, doesn't it?
Completely. Pollard gives you strict field position and game management. Libbuck activates the wide channels. But Sacha brings this dynamic, youthful, physical threat.
So going back to Rassie delaying the announcement, New Zealand literally doesn't know which attacking shape to prepare for.
Right. And when you add outside backs like Damian Willems at 15, joined by Cheslin Colby and Curtly Aarons, any hesitation from the All Blacks defense will be punished instantly.
It's a terrifying prospect. Which brings us to the bench. Modern rugby is a 23-man game, right? And the source mentions that Erasmus's bench is the hardest to predict.
Always is with him.
Right, and he said he's looking to, quote, curb maverick tendencies while making his boldest choices. So what does this all mean for you, the listener, settling in to watch this game? Isn't bold choices and curbing maverick tendencies an oxymoron?
It sounds like one, yeah. But this raises an important question about tactical discipline versus individual brilliance. A maverick tendency is abandoning the system to play hero ball. Rassie wants to stop that, specifically because of the enemy they are facing.
Ah, because Dave Rennie is managing the All Black side now, and they have their own backline reshuffle.
Exactly. Rico Iowine is out, but Dave Rennie is bringing back Bouden Barrett.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Right, and Barrett's entire career is built on exploiting fractured play. If a Springbok defender goes maverick and rushes out of line, Barrett will see that vacated space faster than anyone in world rugby.
So you cannot give him an unforced error.
Exactly. You have to stay rigidly within the defensive structure.
Okay, but what about the boldest choices part?
That's about the bench split. Rassie might go with a traditional 6-2 split, or he might unleash that incredibly aggressive 7-1 split.
Wait, 7 forwards and 1 back on the bench?
Yeah. Imagine the 60th minute at altitude. Lungs are burning.
Yeah.
And suddenly, Rassie substitutes an entire pack of fresh, heavyweight forwards. The weight differential changes by hundreds of kilos.
That is just brutal. And again, Rennie doesn't know it's coming because of the delayed announcement.
Exactly. Rennie doesn't know if he needs to hold his own forward replacements in reserve to counter that or deploy them early. Rassie is keeping him completely in the dark.
It's a masterclass in psychological warfare. So, wrapping this up, this match begins way before the whistle blows. Between the delayed announcements, the historic milestones for guys like de Allende, and this chess match between Erasmus and Rennie, the tension is just at a boiling point.
It really is. The physical collisions are going to be massive, but the mental preparation happening right now is what decides those crucial inches.
Absolutely. And before we go, please remember to subscribe to the Rugby Obsession YouTube channel and newsletter from the link in description. We really appreciate your support.
Yes, thank you so much to everyone who engages with the content.
And I want to leave you with a final thought to mull over. We spend all week obsessing over the starting 15, right? Who gets the number 10 jersey? Who's wearing the captain's armband? But if Erasmus's bench contains his boldest choices, with a potential 7-1 split, is it possible that the true tactical war against the All Blacks won't actually begin until the 60th minute when the bench is empty? Something to think about as you watch this Saturday. Thank you for listening to the Rugby Obsession Deep Dive, and we'll look forward to you listening to our next episode.